It's Week 15 of the National Football League, and the spotlight is on Justin Herbert.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And to a vibrant drum beat, we are underway here in Rio. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
So hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Young. He's got it, complete to Fowler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook. A little juke. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Give to Cook out of the gun. Oh, able to avoid him. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. They'll play fake. Now Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Still fighting for more. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Young. That's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Aviators are on the board first here this afternoon. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently, but whatever they said appears to have worked. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. A 10-play drive that time. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And running with power here. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 24 carries, 111 for yards, and a touchdown.
10 touchdowns on the season for him, and I don't know whether these goals are written down. I don't know whether they're discussed amongst the team, but I do know this. Every guy who touches the ball as a ball carrier thinks 10 touchdowns is a nice round goal to try and reach in a season.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29. 3rd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 2nd and a couple. Play action. It's Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On 4th down, Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
2nd down and 6 now. Throwing, Young. And his throw here is incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
And Young's throw there, incomplete.
This is what you wanted to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Here's Allen. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know and often happens, this is all still subject to change.
Well, you're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's Herbert now on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now it's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Daniels. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. Up the middle they go. It's Hart. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Here's Herbert. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
A first down throw for Young. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards for number 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Branch. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
They'll keep it on the ground. Branch. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Cook up the gut. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got him for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Young working out of the gun.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
Now the Rio offense set to take over. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He finds his man, complete. That's Daniels. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Again, Herbert forced out to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
And that CD, another sack for the young rookie linebacker. Well, getting after the quarterback certainly has not been much of a problem here in his rookie season.
It certainly hasn't, Brandon, and the instincts that have made him a great tackler, I think coupled along with some film study and some great anticipation, that's also made him a great pass rusher as well.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll try to throw now. Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Young. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Herbert now. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And it is caught. And he gets this out to the 34 out of bounds there. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Now Herbert got to get him to the line in a hurry.
from the 39. Herbert, he finds his man, complete. That's Daniels. First down now, but that clock rolling. Herbert off of play action. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
To the air again, Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Throw to the right, taken in by Hurd. Touchdown! A big play there. 42 yards. And the Black Knights will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first two quarters.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. That time, a 9-play drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. One more go for this offense in the first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. A gain of 3, second down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the home side who have the lead as they play the second quarter. The Lumberjacks locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently,
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On second down, here's Herbert. And Daniels has it, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Justin Herbert looking to pass. This one into the hands of Hurd. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Herbert.
it's caught right side by Daniels. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. 3rd and 4. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Now it's Herbert. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. 2nd and 9. Here's Cook again. And he'll manage only a couple up to the 48. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That throw by Young incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The middle they go. It's Hart, and he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hart, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
This is brought in at the 21. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Young to throw it. And this is incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And Young will slide to the ground safely as he picks up the 1st down as well.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. To throw, Young. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Young.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Young on 3rd down.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw here, Herbert. Wide open receiver, complete.
Well, he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
And they rattle off a big one. 47 yards.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Herbert. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Herbert.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Black Knights add 6 to their lead. circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And Young's throw there incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
That throw by Young incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. The play fake. Now Young. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. The Rio offense about to set up shop once again. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
On 2nd down, it's Hart. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Looking to throw. Herbert. And that went off the mark. A little late with a throw.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Now here's Young. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 4th down. And on now is the punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a handoff up the middle. Hart. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see his celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Herbert now. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Now Young. He's got this one complete to Fountain. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down now. Branch. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Young is set to throw. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field. And that brings up 4th. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one. And that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure to give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. And he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Back to the ground, Cook. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Young. Looking outside, and he's got a man. That's Fowler. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now a 1st down throw for Young. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Young to throw it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Cook following the penalty. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Aviators have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this.
Taking it right down Broadway. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
64 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hart. He still finds him. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side. It's Hart. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Here's Herbert. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Young. And Cook has it left side. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now Young.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Young. Throw left side complete. That's Fowler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Here comes 2nd down. Young.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Young.
That is caught by Fountain. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down.
That is caught. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Here's Young.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now Young.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
They'll come up now on second down. Young to throw.
Over the middle, it's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. This is 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of 8, and defensively they'll say you can have that.
Now another timeout called for by the offense.
Throwing, Herbert.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run.
And we've got free football, 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Well, the Rio offense set to take over. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Well, there was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, They told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
So they bring out their punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Our visitors getting set to take over on offense. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points. And now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
The throw over the middle taken in. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
It's Young on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a give, right side. Branch. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Here is 3rd down and 4. Young to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling up. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down. Here's Young from the shotgun. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And that is incomplete.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And the Rio offense set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. "51 yards on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are visitors to take over on offense. Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get in overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it, Might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is throwing at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
Incomplete into the hands of Fowler. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Second down, Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on third down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Now the Rio offense set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. They work now on 2nd and 9. Herbert going to throw. To the flat, that's complete to his running back.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Herbert to throw. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did it, and I appreciate it. Now, able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. From the 33, here's second down and 7. Now Herbert. And his throw is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
They bring their punter out there now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Our visitors getting set to take over on offense. All right, Charles, so this offense, they need to mount something here. Time is dwindling. They can't get anything going on this drive. This one might end in a tie.
Yeah, that clock putting a little extra pressure on them, right? So now, as you look at the playbook, what are you breaking out? Is there something you haven't used before? Is there something you used earlier that you can go back to? Or can one of your guys just make one of those big-time plays that decides this game?
Oh, and what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain. 3rd down and 13. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus.